Arm.
ไม่ไปถึงคล้ายๆไว้นี่ไง
subject and object.
Washington. Live in 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 Washington. Who live in Washington? Who live in Washington?
อันนี้ซื้อปีเป็นวอชิงตันสเตทวิท
แน่นอน
No.
Mr. Mrs.
แล้วก็ก็เป็นมิสเตอร์แมน
This is apostrophe. We have to put now after apostrophe. This is Catherine's.
no wife
This is the end of the object. Full stop. Period. End of the object. Yes, end of the object. End of the sentence.
แนวจิต
We have how many sentences? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is
Yes.
this supervised?
End of the sentence. Yes.
อันนี้คือ verb นะ
Verb have. Verb
ออนน้อง
love. Verb feel.
feel
เซลล์
And preposition in goes with preposition and with verb
It's justไม่รัก
ถ้า subject นะ
was die.
five subject.
ได้เฉย
Who live in Washington?
ๆ This is the man
We have verb. This is verb.
แล้วก็
Yes, verb.
was
Verb. Did. Verb. This is verb.
ไม่เขาไม่ชอบMorris
โอเคนี่คือ
ไม่ใช่ว่า
Who love Katrina?
นี่
Who?
Morris
Yeah. Yeah. Handsome. Who handsome? Who is handsome?
yes
Yes. Who is handsome? Who was?
อันนี้คือทางหน้าแบบนี้
Yes. Who was handsome? Did you remember the story?
ก็แอน
Who was handsome? I don't know. I don't remember. Who was handsome?
มิสเตอร์
แอนก็
Who was handsome? Open. Who was handsome? This handsome. Morris. Yes. Morris was handsome. Yes. Morris.
ไม่ใช่อันนี้คือประโยคนะ
น่า
Yes. Morris was handsome. Yes. Morris. This is sentence.
อันนี้ไม่มี
This is subject, verb, and complement. Yes. Subject, verb, complement.
เรา
อันนี้คือเรียบร้อยนะจะมีรอมี
Yes. The subject. Who died? Who died? Who died? Who died?
so why you can why
What?
why
What is
มี why มี
ได้
มี why why
มันfeel แบบ
yes?
feel แล้ว
Wife.
ไว้ได้เนี่ย
Who died? Who died? Doctor Simple died. Yes. Yes. Yes.
นี่
Put over there.
David Cullen and
Yes. Morris was handsome.
rò
Put over there.
น่าจะนี่แหละ จบแล้ว
This is verb. This is verb. Verb cannot.
น่าจะเป็นนี้แหละ
I think it's
cannot be
unfinished.
finished.
Alright.
This is verb. This is
อัน
verb.
นี้คือ verb
Teacher.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Big.
อันนี้คือ verb active
This is verb in the verb. This is.
Are you finished? Oh, this is
คือ
neat.
แบบนี้
Yes. Yes. Maurice was handsome.
แบบนี้นะ
Yes.
Teacher I was with
Oh. Love it.
Maurice loved and loved.
ต้องเรียนเรื่องต้องเรียนเรื่อง
And
Who is she?
ไม่รู้จำชื่อไม่ได้
Excuse me. Who is
Yes,
she? Who is she?
that's Catherine.
Catherine.
Yes. Maurice loved Christine.
He didn't read
He
the
didn't
book,
read it.
and he said, "Someone's handsome. Who was handsome? Who was handsome?"
Who was that?
He didn't read, but he said, "You got it."
Yes.
Yes. Maurice loved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Christine.
Excuse me teacher
Yes.
so is it a paragraphs and you cut it to like me to make a
นี่
I want you to make sentences out of these.
so
You,
is it a paragraphs
some are, some are not. Some are three. Let's see. Morris was handsome. It's only three.
Yes. This is sentence.
Morris
But some are
Morris love
Morris loved. Who loved Morris?
Morris love Catherine
เขาหาย
Catherine
ให้สอนเลย
Catherine
already
you've already
ตรงนี้
You win, except I don't have any prizes.
Yeah, we have this. No, it's not
What
that.
we did,
The period.
this is, these are little, and you
อันนี้ไม่ใช่นะ
This is yes.
เนี่ย
This is
โอเคเนี่ยไม่
If you
ไม่
had a partner, I give you a
This is
partner.
correct
You don't
sentence.
have anyone.
Keep it. Keep it.
โอเคเป็น
It's fun, because you just have to try to make them instead of sentences
Yes.
to
I
make them.
think.
You have this.
Morris
I think it's fun.
You love Morris.
เนี่
Yes.
ยนะ Morris นี่
Not have full stop. Yes. Keep it.
He had on.
Morris
Yeah.
Morris living
Very true Mr. Perryman live in London in Washington
Morris was
ที่ไปดูนี่
Morris was
is it true
No, it's not a period. It's not sentence.
You know, he's right, because this is part of the
teacher
thing.
Morris was
What do you think Morris was?
What is profession?
profession
I thought you had already figured that Morris was.
Excuse me. Well, let him talk to me.
Sure. Hello?
Like
Hello.
with feel. Feel in love.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
With in.
fell in love
Fell in love.
คุณได้ไม่เยอะแต่เด็กอะเด็กเขาเยอะอยู่แล้วผู้ชายเราต้อง
Fell in love with.
Morris
Fell in love. Fell in love with. Fell in love with Catherine. Where is Catherine?
แม่เอากาวมาไหน
นี่
Very excited.
เอากาวเลยเอากาวเลย
I don't.
คือจะให้ตีเลยซื้อเลย
always fell in love
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yay.
อ๋ออันนี้คือขั้นนี่คือขั้น
Yeah.
Ann and I were talking about that, and we were saying, they can't deny them visas. They're such nice people.
Teacher is okay
Yours is okay. You can put your back in the envelope. Because you did fine. Yeah, put it back. Now, you, I thought, had Morris was handsome.
Yes, Morris was handsome.
ครับนะไปนานไม่ได้นะ
All right, who's Mrs. Perlman? Who is she? Remember in the book? Well, he doesn't know.
I didn't see
He never read it, so you should. Who is Mrs.
Why off?
Dr. Slooper
Who is, what's that word? Who was her aunt?
and is Catherine
Catherine. So, Mrs. Perlman, where's was?
Yeah,
There's was.
was
Catherine, where's Catherine with the apostrophe S?
Yeah.
That's a possessive.
No.
Yeah, was. Mrs. Perlman was Catherine's aunt. How you got
I
it?
didn't remember the story.
he is security.
These are your security.
Yes.
All right, now, what's this?
Square.
You have Doctor
Doctor something.
Washington, you've got Washington, then what's
Square.
Washington Square?
Live in. Oh,
Good,
live in Washington.
that's perfect.
Yes.
Good. Who lived in Washington?
Who live in Washington Square? Remember Charlie? Who?
Doctor.
Yes.
Okay.
Now give it.
Now, who else?
No.
Wait, I wouldn't move them. I think I would move them. All right. Now, who died? I see died. Who died?
Morris.
I don't see a word here that we need. Where are all the other little pieces of paper? Your doctor?
Okay. Supervisor.
Doctor? Okay. But here's Dr. Sloper, and it has a possessive S. Where's wife?
Why he?
Doctor Sloper's. What happened? Yes. All right, now you got that. That's perfect.
Yes.
Now leave it there. Oh, you're gonna put it away?
Yes. She is too security.
Okay. Now what do we have left? We have Dr. Sloper and we have Morris, did, had, like.
Did not lie. Did not lie.
Oh, you didn't read the book.
Dr. Super did not lie Morris.
Yeah.
Did not lie.
Did not lie.
Morris, put that Morris. You know why, Reverend? That has a period.
Yes.
Now, we have Morris.
Morris had no
Had no money.
my child had no professor.
Yay!
Oh,
Now,
How and
Morris,
had
oh, you did.
Morris had no professor.
That's good.
Yes.
You somehow made up sentences without a not, an and Catherine. I think it's Catherine and Dr. Sloper, or Dr. Sloper and Catherine lived in Washington. That was, did you find that fun? I love
I
that.
am a winner. My team are a winner.
You're the winners. Boo and Pia did the best. And
Nice day.
it didn't.
You are straight to go out during the night. Nice day. Nice straight. Nice stick. Nice stick.
Nightstick.
To go out during the night.
A nightstick is what a policeman carries in New York City. It's a stick. And they carry it at night, and they club. It's an old-fashioned term. I don't think,
Nice.
but yeah, the next thing we're gonna do. But wasn't that, did you enjoy that, or was that fun? To me, it's like doing a puzzle.
Okay.
You were perfect. You were the first one you got the whole right. Yeah. I think, yeah, let's put them back in.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
That's perfect. I don't know, I won't probably use these again, and I'll return these together. But it's fun just to piece them together.
Nightstick.
Nightstick.
It's a
No.
It's a club.
It's the club.
It's a,
Nightclub.
No.
Club.
It is.
Yes.
Oh.
Mine cái đầu thì crop top đầu
it has,
Oh, I see.
cà bông xong rồi
it has
Camel.
rims around it so the policeman can hold
the
it.
right on.
Yeah. And it's a, I don't know, it's a stick that they use in their hands. I will go over these, what I put on the board, because what we're going to do next is we're going to listen to an old-fashioned radio show. And this is another mystery. But it's just a little different. And the name of the show is called Lights Out. So when you turn the lights out, it's scary. So it's a scary story. It's a mystery story. But this was originally broadcast in the 40s, during the 1940s in the United States. Radio, it was before television was invented, so everybody listened to the radio in the evening. Did they do it in Thailand also? No. And our president at the time was FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He's the president, you might remember. He had polio, so he was in a wheelchair. He smoked a cigarette with a filter, a holder. He would have fireside chats, which would mean you'd listen to him on the radio. There are certain things that are peculiar to English language of the 1940s. On ice means you're in the morgue, you're dead. So when they say on ice, they mean, it's slang, it's detective slang. On ice means you're dead and you're in the morgue.
In the
Morgue. When someone dies, if they're in an accident, they're taken to the coroner in the morgue, and they're put in, they're put in white sheets in the hospital, and they're put in cold storage. That's the morgue, and they call that on ice. It's horrible. Dame. Dame refers to a woman. Any woman in some New York character types would be considered a dame. She's a lovely dame, but she's always a dame. She's not a woman. She's not a lady. They call her a dame. There is a musical called no, it's not. It's called, I can't think of the name of it, but Some Enchanted Evening in South Pacific, it's called. And there's a song, there is nothing like a dame, anything in the world. The whole song is about men in the army missing women, and they refer to them as dames. So that, when you hear dame, that's a woman. Hit and run is an accident in which an automobile hits and then leaves the scene of the accident. They hit and run. That's called a hit and run. Copper. Copper refers to a policeman. You'll hear the word copper. A copper is a policeman. A nightstick is what the policeman carries at night. It's a club, really. He uses it to defend himself. They used not to have guns. New York City police did not have guns like the bobbies in England. But when they just had their nightsticks. Beat. Beat doesn't mean to hit somebody, to hurt him. A beat is a policeman's patrol. They might have an area, patrol. They have the area that they take care of. That's their beat. You'll hear that. Testing our wings means we're gonna, it's like a little birdie trying to fly first. You test your wings, you wanna try something out. That's what that means. So now, if it's okay, we're gonna listen and we're gonna use our hearing facilities. And this is an old-time radio broadcast called Lights Out. This disc, okay, let's just play that. It says this disc, oh, I hope I don't have problems with this. The disc was not ejected properly. All right, well.
Okay.
Sound. Check.
Volume.
No, you know what? Something's wrong.
No.
No, we don't have open volume.
You know what? There's.
That's another problem.
All right, I don't know how to do this.
ฮะอะไรเดมนี่แหละ
ผู้หญิงอ้วน
ผู้หญิงที่
ผู้หญิง
Okay.
สมัยก่อนไม่
ใกล้ๆมายา
How do you eject the disc?
เขาบอกผู้หญิงที่ไม่ใช่ผู้หญิง
ไม่หนักแต่ว่าเป็นเก๊กว่า
No, it should be.
มันแดงไม่มี
This is
Okay,
called
Mariama.
damnations. Oh, good.
อันนี้คือตัดแช่แข็ง
Let me start again.
It is later than you think. Turn out your lights now. We bring you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now.
You're trying to scare her.
Who among us, and you're included, has not had the dream at one time or another of being superior to his or her fellow beings, to jump higher, to run faster, to